We are monitoring the investigation underway after a Christmas tragedy. 5 people are dead, including a 9-year-old. More than 200 are hurt after a driver plowed through a Christmas market in Germany. Reports say a Saudi doctor, 50-year-old Taleb Al-Abdul Mohsen, was arrested at the scene after he allegedly used the market's emergency exit points to get towards that crowd before picking up speed and running multiple people down. A prosecutor shared they are investigating the suspect's frustration with the country's handling of a Saudi refugee movement as a motive, with his social media filled with anti-immigrant rhetoric. Reports also say Saudi Arabia warned Germany about the attacker's extremist views as far back as 2007. We are bringing in Jennifer Coffindaffer now, NewsNation law and justice contributor and former FBI special agent. Jennifer, thanks for joining us on this case.
Good evening, Natasha.
And Jennifer, I do want to start with what you're monitoring about this suspect. It seems he did leave a huge online footprint. What are you tracking in terms of who this man was and any potential motive here?
He absolutely did. And just like we see terrorists, mass murderers, school shooters here in the U.S., he said what he was going to do, clear back as far back as 2023, that he wanted to harm German citizenry. And again, it's this lashing out for some reason, feeling like they are not going to treat him and haven't been treating asylum seekers fairly.
What do you make of reports here that Saudi Arabia warned Germany about this suspect since 2007? How does this process between countries typically work when they warn about an individual, and why didn't it prevent this from happening?
Well, absolutely, Natasha. He was there since 2006, meaning in Germany from Saudi Arabia, seeking asylum, essentially. But was he really legitimately seeking asylum, or was he a criminal in his own country that they were trying to extradite back to hold responsible for crimes?
Yeah, what are some of the ways, and of course hindsight is 2020, where you're looking at this and saying this could have been prevented? What are some of the signs that were missed here?
You know, always, Natasha, in these situations, in my opinion, you should look at intelligence. You should look at people's online rhetoric, and specifically when they're being reported to authorities. He was reported to authorities, and his rhetoric was also. At that point, in my opinion, law enforcement needs to take a strong action against individuals like this for terroristic threats.
And also, Jennifer, nearly 8 years to the day of this attack, ISIS took responsibility for a similar attack. It happened in 2016. A truck rammed into a crowd at a Berlin Christmas market. 12 people died there. It injured nearly 50 people. Why target a Christmas market?
Well, it certainly doesn't go beyond notice that this is a place where individuals, huge crowds are gathered. Again, that's what a terrorist is looking for, a place that he can instill terror in the most amount of people, most efficiently, and for all the other markets now to be concerned about a similar attack.
Yeah, are you concerned about any copycats, and what needs to be learned from what happened here?
Absolutely. What we've seen is when terrorist attack happens, mass murder happens, for about the next 2 weeks, you really have to monitor closely because that's when copycat events occur.
Jennifer Coffindaffer, appreciate the insight and time as always. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.